What's up, you guys? It is Matthew here. Welcome back to another video on my channel today. Today in this episode, guys, it is finally the end of February. That means it is time for me to give you guys my thoughts and opinions on what I watched in the month of February, as a matter of fact, guys. And I actually got to watch a little bit more than I did last month, as a matter of fact, and I'm very proud of what I had, as a matter of fact. And so yeah, guys. So yeah, that is what I'm gonna be doing here today in this video, as a matter of fact, guys. But without any further ado, guys, be sure to share your comments section. Make sure to share what you watch in the comment section down below and what are your thoughts on everything, as a matter of fact. But also, be sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video with your friends, because that'd really help out my channel greatly. And also, guys, those of you guys that are new to the channel, I do more than just movies and physical media related content. I also do Lego related stuff and video games, all sorts of stuff like that, guys. So if that kind of stuff is your speed to watch on YouTube, guys, please make sure you go watch a couple of my other videos, give a couple of my other videos a chance, guys. And if you do end up liking this channel, guys, please do give this video a big, huge thumbs up, leave a like and a comment. And also, guys, hit that red subscribe button, but most importantly, press that notification bell so you don't miss anything in the future. And those of you guys that are not new to the channel, if you haven't subscribed already, please make sure you go subscribe right after this video, guys. Without any further ado, guys, enjoy the video. Let's get started. Alright, so I got to see 4 movies in the theater this month. Excuse me. My voice cocked out there for a second. So I am gonna start with the very first movie I saw in the theater. Sorry, guys, I'm just clearing some notifications here because I'm recording on my laptop. Get out of here. Okay. So yeah, the first movie I went and saw in the theater was Argylle. So I am going to spoil it for you. So if you don't want it to be spoiled for you, click off of this video right now and then come watch this video later. Boy, Argylle was such a great movie. That is sarcasm, because I did not think this was a great movie at all. I thought that this was a stupid movie. So now the thing is with this movie, it was incredibly disappointing for me, as a matter of fact. I wouldn't say that it was bad, but it was a massive disappointment for me, as a matter of fact. Yeah, it doesn't tell you what the movie is in the trailer. Like at all. Like, I think Samuel L. Jackson's character, I think he probably does the best performance in this movie, just because I got everything I wanted out of his character. But almost everybody else in this movie is... Yeah, this was actually one of my most anticipated movies, and it disappointed me. And the big major reason why is because, to tell you the truth, Henry Cavill and John Cena, they're only in the movie for like 5 minutes, because Henry Cavill plays Agent Argylle and then John Cena plays his assistant. But in the trailer, they make you think it's going to be a mystery, like which guy is the real Agent Argylle. And that's not what this movie is at all. She's Bryce Dallas Howard, her character, I can't remember her name right offhand. She plays an author that writes this book called Argylle. And then some bad guys are out to get her, and then Sam Rockwell plays the guy that helps her out, as a matter of fact. And then Henry Cavill, he's not a real person in this movie at all. He's just a person that's in here. He's just a person in her head, as a matter of fact. And yeah, that's why I was not real fond of this movie, is because Henry Cavill wasn't like a real actual character. He was just in her head, as a matter of fact. And this movie really disappointed me, as a matter of fact. And to tell you the truth, I did not like Sam Rockwell's character in this movie like at all, as a matter of fact, because I just thought he was a really annoying character, and I didn't think his character was that good of a spy either. And yeah, I was just very disappointed in this movie, and because the trailer didn't tell me what I thought it was, as a matter of fact. And yeah, this movie was pretty well, it's not terrible or bad, but it was meh though. Like another thing is that on on the poster where you have all the characters standing together, like Argyle, he's even holding the cat, and the cat is a real character, and he's not. He's just like I said, he's just a character inside of a character's head, as a matter of fact. So yeah, overall I was really disappointed with this movie, as a matter of fact. I would not recommend you guys watch this movie at all, as a matter of fact. But moving on, the next movie I went and saw in theater was Lisa Frankenstein. So now for this movie, I actually thoroughly enjoyed this movie as well. I actually thought that this movie was pretty funny, as a matter of fact. So in case you guys don't know what this movie is, it's about Catherine Newton. Her character's name is Lisa. Her mom passes away, but then she tries to make a friend out in the grave, but then some lightning strikes, and then her imaginary friend gets brought back to life as like a Frankenstein, as a matter of fact. And then yeah, so she's got a stepmom and a stepsister, and then she also lives with her dad. So she lives with all three of them, as a matter of fact. So it's about her trying to get along with her stepmother, and then her friend comes to life as a Frankenstein guy, and they go out and have a good time and whatnot. And so yeah, this is a pretty funny. Some of it is a romantic comedy, but this is still a fairly enjoyable movie, in my opinion. I actually thought that this movie was pretty fun, as a matter of fact. But if you guys don't know what this is, I would recommend you guys go see it. But if you're not able to see it, I would recommend you watch it eventually, as a matter of fact. But the next movie I did end up watching in the theater was Madame Web, as a matter of fact. So now this movie was actually not on my most anticipated movies of the year list, as a matter of fact. So yeah, for Madame Web, all right. I don't know if I could talk about this movie because I really enjoyed this movie. I really enjoyed it. Okay, so now I know a lot of you people, I know a lot of people hate this movie as of right now, and I know a lot of you guys have said you don't like this movie at all. But personally, I really enjoyed it. I thought that this movie had a lot of charm and fun to it, as a matter of fact. Although it kind of did ended like they could do something else with they could do a sequel to this movie, but I'm not so sure if that's going to happen because this movie is not performing very well at all. But personally, I really did enjoy this movie, as a matter of fact. I would recommend you guys watch it. I know a lot of people are saying that it's really terrible, as a matter of fact, but I'm not real fond of most of the Spider-Man movies. Like I liked all three of the movies that Tobey Maguire did, and then I like all three of the ones that Tom Holland did, obviously, because I'm a huge fan of the MCU. And then I liked the first one that Andrew Garfield did, but I didn't like the second one that he did at all. But then we get to the very first Spider-Verse, which I really enjoyed, but then I didn't care for Across the Spider-Verse at all because I didn't like how they didn't follow the characters very well at all. But then we get into Venom, which also has two movies, and I enjoyed the first Venom. The first Venom I thought was fun, and that was one I would watch again. But then we get into Venom Let There Be Carnage, which I also did not care for. And then Morbius, I didn't care for Morbius either. And then we get into Madam Web, which I actually thought that this movie was just as good as Venom. In my opinion, it was just as good as Venom, as a matter of fact. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this movie, and I can't wait to see where they're gonna go next with this Sony Spider-Man universe, as a matter of fact. But the fourth and final movie that I did end up watching this month that came out that I saw in the theater was Drive Away Dolls. So now my dad wanted to see this movie, and so I went with him to see it. But I wouldn't say that this was a bad movie though. But this movie was definitely a guilty pleasure because this movie was supposed to be like a raunchy comedy, and my dad doesn't really like those kinds of movies, as a matter of fact. But so what this movie is about, it's about a guy that gets murdered, and then there's some other crime that happens. I can't remember exactly what it is, but then these two girls go to Tallahassee, Florida, take a trip to Tallahassee, Florida, and then the guy that died, he gets put into the car that they rented, and so they get picked up where the crime left off, and then they have to try to figure out what's going on and who killed the guy, as a matter of fact. But yeah, Drive Away Dolls, this movie was a guilty pleasure. I will say right off the bat, it was a guilty pleasure because this movie was not like absolutely great, but there was a lot of fun. There was a lot of fun and charm that I thought that this movie had. I actually thought that this movie was very amusing, as a matter of fact, and I really enjoyed this movie, as a matter of fact, and I would recommend you guys watch it. But now getting into the two movies I watched on streaming. So starting with the animated Adam Sandler movie called Leo. The one that everybody told me to watch. No, I did not like this movie at all. To tell you the truth, I watched like the first 30 minutes of it and I turned it off because I was heavily annoyed with this movie. I didn't really like the musical aspect that this movie gave, as a matter of fact. Like if they were to like make this movie like a silly animated comedy like the Captain Underpants movie, like Shrek or anything like that, I probably would have liked this movie, but unfortunately this movie did not work for me. I don't have a lot to say about this movie. I think this movie came out in January of this of this year. So I didn't get around to watching this one in January, but I did get around to at least to try to watch it in February, as a matter of fact. But yeah, I just did not care for this movie. But the next movie I watched was a huge improvement over Leo, as a matter of fact. So far, this is one of my favorite movies of the entire year so far. And that is Journey to Bethlehem, as a matter of fact. So now, this is a Netflix original movie that came out this month. And this movie was amazing, as a matter of fact. It's a musical, and it's a story about baby Jesus, as a matter of fact. It's another spin story on baby Jesus. And this is a musical, and the soundtrack to this movie is beautiful. The performances in this movie are absolutely stunning. This movie was amazing. The whole story of this movie was just well developed. It was beautiful. It was absolutely stunning, as a matter of fact. And this is one that you guys need to see before the end of this year and before you die. I will say that. This movie was amazing. Like, sometimes Netflix releases their original movies out on disc, but if this one ends up being released on disc, I will absolutely pick this movie up for my collection, because I loved this movie, as a matter of fact. But so yeah, guys, that's everything that I watched in the month of February, as a matter of fact. But yeah, Argylle is the second movie that was on my most anticipated movies of the year. That got me disappointed. Like, Night Swim was even was on my most anticipated movie of the year list, but I didn't like that movie either. And yeah, those were two of my top 10 most anticipated movies of the year, as a matter of fact, and they left me extremely disappointed, as a matter of fact. But next month in March, we actually got Dune Part 2, and then we got Imaginary, and then we got Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. And all three of those movies were on my top 15 most anticipated movies of the year. For a video, I did my top 10 15 most anticipated movies of the year because I had so much to do it, as a matter of fact, and I couldn't fit them all into a top 10. But yes, those three were on that list, and I hope those movies make me happy and they don't disappoint me at all, and I'm really excited to see them, as a matter of fact. But unfortunately, I'm not able to see Dune Part 2 this weekend, but next weekend I will be watching it, as a matter of fact. But with that said, though, guys, that pretty much wraps up this video, as a matter of fact. Be sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video with your friends, because that'd really help on my channel greatly. And also, guys, those of you guys that are new to the channel, I do more than just movies and physical media related content. I also play video games and Lego related stuff, all sorts of stuff like that, guys. So if that kind of stuff is your speed to watch on YouTube, guys, please make sure you go watch a couple of my other videos. Give a couple of my other videos a chance, guys. And if you do end up liking this channel, guys, please make sure you hit that red subscribe button. But most importantly, press that notification bell so you don't miss anything in the future. And leave a comment if you did enjoy, and give this video a big, huge thumbs up. And those of you guys that are not new to the channel, and if you haven't subscribed already, please make sure you go subscribe right after this video, guys. But without any further ado, guys, I'm going to go bring you back to more videos, because more videos are on the way sooner rather than later, as a matter of fact. But with that said, though, guys, take care, drink water, and stay safe. and I will see you all in the very next video. Bye!